So congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
You've talked a lot about the challenge of finding complex roles for women. So was that one of the things that drew you to this movie?
Definitely. I felt really excited to play this character who goes through this journey, but she starts out the film very strong and very intelligent and very capable. And I loved that they didn't force her to go through some sort of tragic thing or something in order to find her strength or find her confidence. She really, from the get-go, is like using everything at her disposal to try and figure out how to survive this situation. And she's incredibly active, which was really exciting for me.
Yeah. So 10 Cloverfield Lane seems to fit into this interesting trend of stories that we've seen lately about women breaking out, like Room and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So what do you think it is about that theme that's so popular right now?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I think that sometimes it seems cyclical, and I don't know if it's coincidental that all these things are happening at the same time, or if it is speaking to something in the zeitgeist. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of discussion about feminism now, more so than there has been in the past, few years. So it certainly could be part of that, but they're also different from one another, you know. So it is weird that they have this connecting thing of women being incels, but they're all completely different films at the end of the day.
Yeah. So one detail I noticed is that your character starts out with this gorgeous manicure that becomes like kind of more chipped as the movie goes on. So I was wondering, is that purposely intended as a way to like help the audience tell time?
No, that's interesting that you saw it that way. It really was just one of those things where we thought it would look cool for her to have dark nail polish on as just like a little character thing, because she doesn't have much, you know. She has the tank top and jeans, and that's it. So I think we were just looking for one other character element to add for her.
So you have a really interesting dynamic with John Goodman and John Gallagher Jr.'s characters in the movie. How did you build that on set?
It wasn't too hard, considering they're such good actors. You know, I'd say if there was a challenge, it's just that they're both like the sweetest people in the world. So especially in the beginning, you know, when John Goodman is supposed to be terrorizing me and intimidating me, he was doing such a good job of it that I was like sort of confused inside, because I've grown up loving him and he's just the most endearing, lovable person. So that was a little bit tricky to kind of get used to, but he very quickly convinced me that he was this person because he's just that good.
When did you realize this was going to come up under the Cloverfield banner? Were you aware of the first one?
I was definitely aware of the first one. I saw it in theaters and loved it. I knew that from the beginning that this was something that they were connecting on a spiritual level. You know, it was talked about a lot of how this is going to do the similar thing that Cloverfield did with the monster genre. But I didn't know that they were going to be connected with the title until like an hour before the trailer came out. So I was like, finding out along with everybody else.
That's so weird. So what's the most interesting thing you've learned about prepping for Doomsday?
Oh gosh, I've learned that if anything like that were to happen, I'd probably be the first to go, because I have no actual life skills. Because I was thinking about that, and I was like, all I really know how to do is act. So I'm not sure how that would really help me. Like, I don't think I would be as resourceful as Michelle, even though I certainly would aspire to be. But I'm pretty sure I have no skills in that regard.
Oh, it's okay. I don't either. What advice do you have for someone trying to survive the apocalypse?
Oh gosh. Build a doomsday bunker, I guess. I mean, that's the way to go. Howard, that's the thing is the interesting thing about the movie is, as crazy as Howard is, he's also kind of right about a lot of things. So it's that weird thing where it seems like a crazy thing to do and only crazy people really do it. But at the end of the day, if something really goes down, they're going to be the ones you're going to want to be friends with.